Welcome to this Distech Control live session. Very happy to be with you today. I'm Joël Désiré, Solution Product Manager at Distech Controls, and I'm excited to present this session dedicated to the latest version of Spec.Build, one of our tools available for consulting engineers. I am joined here with Grant Butler, who is the Regional Sales Manager for New York City and has an extensive experience working with consulting engineers. Welcome, Grant. Very happy to have you on board for this session today.
Thanks, Joel. Happy to join. This is a very relevant topic. All project needs are different and technology is continuously evolving, so it's important to have a reliable source for creating specifications that are up to date, easy to understand, open, and future ready.
Wow, that's a great introduction. So let's move on to our today's topic deeper. So Grant, with your experience in a city that has hundreds of consulting engineers, you are definitively a great source to talk about control specifications. Can you describe how consulting engineers typically work and what type of tool will help them to get the job done as quickly as possible?
Well, Joel, I've come across thousands of specifications and seen everything from specifications that are still specifying Windows 98 with the hardware to specifications that are over 1,000 page long just for the BAS controls. What I will say is that in recent years, both construction and engineer timelines have continued to shrink. So quality and timeliness really matter. Engineers work with trusted sources that can provide accurate information in a timely manner.
Thank you, Grant. This statement is crystal clear. Our online tool for consulting engineer, called Spec.Build, will be evolving in the next few days to help consulting engineers to be more efficient. Can you tell us about the new features of Spec.Build and the benefits it will bring to consulting engineers?
The new features for this tool were created with both engineers and controls contractors in mind. What you really want is a specification that clearly defines the features necessary for a job at hand without letting the need to know spec items get lost in the sauce. So those 1,000 page specifications I mentioned earlier and many other specifications sometimes end up missing the mark on what a controls team is looking for when pricing and executing a job. It's extremely important to avoid those gray areas and clearly define responsibilities within a specification, whether that be the BAS contractor's roles, the fire alarm contractor's roles, Division 26, etc. So to address this issue, there have now been two new succinct forms of this specification that can be created through the Spec.Build tool. One is less than 50 pages, and the other is less than 20 pages. Both these specification types put in hard, fast rules for those gray areas, such as when to use fiber, acceptable control devices on expensive items, minimum controller requirements, etc. While also trying to paint the picture of why open systems are a good choice and why BACnet IP is a great choice for your BAS control system.
Thank you, Grant. For sure, open system and BACnet IP are the way to go. And moving from 1,000 pages to 50 or even 20 is really a great enhancement. And I have no doubt that most of our consulting engineers will be happy to see these improvements. So, Grant, as we say, a short demo is more informative than a long speech. So will it be possible for you to guide us through Spec.Build with a live demo right now?
Absolutely. Let's move into the demo now. Go ahead and take us through just how simple this online tool is to use. First, I'll create a test specification. On the project information page, what you'll see is that most of the information in the left column will end up in the header of the specification document. The right column is where the newly created features come into play. You'll see concise specification and mechanical plan have been added to the specification type section. Concise specifications are great for most typical jobs, and the section is less than 50 pages. Mechanical plan specifications are very helpful for creating specs for projects that a separate spec book is not going to be used, and the control specs are going to live on the mechanical plans. These shorter specs contain all the same information as the concise specifications, but they eliminate details on field devices such as valves, temperature sensors, and instead provide approved manufacturers for those devices. The other great use case for a mechanical plans version of the specifications is to allow engineers who have preferred field devices to simply utilize this specification and insert in their own field device section. There are other options below, as you can see, such as adding in dampers and VFDs to the BAS scope, but since these are typically provided by the mechanical contractor, we'll leave those sections as is for this demo. This page shows the CSI master spec format sections for BAS controls, and they're all being accounted for. All the typical information found in these sections will ultimately be wrapped up into the 230900 section, just for simplicity and ease of understanding. What you'll notice is that options are pre-selected, and this is based on what's seen on typical jobs and their requirements, but feel free to update on a job-by-job basis. Now you can go ahead and generate your specification. Be sure to review through the spec and update highlighted sections such as approved manufacturers, training, commissioning hours, and other highlighted sections found within the generated specification. If your project has atypical wiring requirements, be sure to also review electrical work, wiring, and safety section to make it project specific. That's it. You can now have peace of mind that you're specifying the right features that leave owners freedom of choice and the flexibility to service their controls as they see fit. In addition to open systems, the BACnet IP technology specified will open the doors to endless possibilities as new features continue to become available now and into the future.
Wow, it's really easy to use and it was very fast. I love it. So to access this tool, it's quite easy. Go on your Chrome browser, type http://www.spec.build, create an account, and you are ready to go. We hope this session was informative. Thank you very much for your time. Take care, and feel free to follow us on social network. Thank you. Bye.